we've got our millionth first lecture on life-changing habits, the coming kangaroo apocalypse, and an entire season dedicated to cockroaches, WhatsApp's new edit button, and a 10 years too late revelation on celebrity scammers, all in This Week Down the Rabbit Hole. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another mind-bending edition of This Week Down the Rabbit Hole. I'm your mischievous host, DT Critic, here to take you on a wild ride through the wacky wonders of the internet. Now, if you're new to the show, you might be wondering, what on earth is this Down the Rabbit Hole all about? Well, my friends, we've got a little secret recipe up our sleeves. We dive deep into the vast abyss of Google Trends, plucking the most peculiar, bizarre, and downright eyebrow-raising topics the internet has to offer. But here's the twist. We don't just serve them to you straight up. Oh no, we give them a hilarious and shocking new spin. Think of it as a mad scientist laboratory where we take the mundane, put it through a ridiculous contraption, and voila! Out pops a bag of laughs, gasps, and what did I just witness moments. We're here to keep you on your toes, jaw-dropping and tears streaming down your face from uncontrollable laughter. So buckle up, my dear adventurers, because we're about to plunge headfirst into a whirlwind of absurdity and laughter. We've got the trends, we've got the twists, and we've got the snarkiest comments you never knew you needed. Let's peel back the layers of the internet's craziest and most unexpected phenomena. Are you ready? Excellent! Now grab your sense of humor, fasten your seatbelts, and join me as we journey down the rabbit hole of the web. Because, my friends, as the great DT Critic always says, and I should know, let's get down to it, shall we? Story number 1. New Trader U gives us the 1,000,001st article on life-changing habits. Yet another article on how we can transform our lives with a few simple habits. Because nothing screams personal growth like writing down your goals and valuing your time. But let's not judge these habits too quickly. Who knows? Maybe by reading to the end of this article, we'll all be living our best lives. Or falling asleep, which is always a life-changing experience, right? They list 6 life-changing habits, which go as follows. Number 1, writing out your goals. Yes, writing down your goals is a great way to procrastinate and avoid actually working toward them. But hey, at least you'll have a pretty list of unfulfilled dreams and future life-altering failures to look back on in a few years. Number 2, creating systems to achieve goals. The classic, work smarter, not harder approach. Because why put in the effort to achieve your goals when you can just create a complex system that will probably confuse you in the end? Number 3, use the Pareto principle to filter for what is most important. The 80-20 rule is a fantastic way to prioritize tasks and make sure you're focusing on what's truly important. Just don't forget to spend 80% of your time trying to figure out what that actually means. And the other 20%? Walk around aimlessly confused, absolutely certain in your confusion. Number 4, say no to almost everything. Saying no can be liberating and allow you to focus on what really matters, but it can also make you feel like a terrible person who's letting everyone down. But who cares? You just go ahead and tell your mom and dad that you will not be coming to spend time with them for Mother's Day and Father's Day. Nothing could possibly go wrong there. Or maybe, just maybe, pick your battles wisely. Number 5, value time as your most valuable asset. Time is money. Time is precious. Time is something we all wish we had more of. But let's be real, most of us waste our time on social media and cat videos. So you do you. Keep that time saved for those cat videos. It may be a time waster for you, but that cat is making bank. Kill two birds with one stone, save and waste time all at once. After all, the cat would do it. Number 6, get a little better every day. The ultimate slow and steady wins the race mentality. Just remember, progress is progress, even if it's so small that you need a microscope to see it. But hey, at least you'll be able to say that you're improving when your mom asks you what you've been up to. And there you have it. 6 habits that might change your life forever. Or, not. But hey, if nothing else, they're a good reminder to prioritize what's important and focus on continuous improvement. So go forth and write down some goals. Say no to that office happy hour, and remember that every little step counts. Because if there's one thing we can all agree on, it's that life is just a series of small improvements. And cat videos. Story number 2, a kangaroo catastrophe. Australia is the land down under, known for its kangaroos hopping around like drunken rabbits on steroids. It seems like paradise until you realize that these bouncy creatures are multiplying faster than conspiracy theories on the internet. Now, in a twist of irony, the Aussies find themselves faced with an unusual predicament. They must kill their beloved kangaroos to save them. Crikey! With millions of kangaroos hopping about, they're wreaking havoc on farmland, property, and human safety. It's like an out-of-control cartoon starring Elmer Fudd in the Australian outback. But here's the twist. The kangaroos themselves are in dire straits. When their population outstrips available food, it's a recipe for disaster. Starvation looms large, and desperate kangaroos resort to unthinkable acts, like nibbling on toilet paper in public restrooms. It's survival of the fittest, and these pouch-wearing rebels are losing the battle. Now brace yourself for an over-the-top solution straight out of a Looney Tunes episode. Ecologist Catherine Mosby suggests we shoot them. Yes, you heard that right. The fate of kangaroos lies in a good old-fashioned shooting spree. Move over, Elmer Fudd, because we're channeling your hunting skills down under. Forget about other methods like fertility control or fencing. Bullets flying through the air, swiftly ending kangaroo lives, are apparently the humane way to go. It's like speed dating, but with a morbid twist. Critics may argue that this is just a heartless commercial kill, a profit-driven massacre of Australia's cherished wildlife. In 2019 alone, 1.57 million kangaroos met their untimely demise. It's a scenario where you can almost imagine kangaroos pleading for their lives, wearing cowboy hats and singing Waltzing Matilda. This solution has Ja Morant written all over it. After all, as he seems to love recklessly brandishing firearms, we think his out-of-control behavior might be put to good use. Perhaps it's time to send him on a little journey to Australia, where he can learn a thing or two about the consequences of brandishing a firearm. A kangaroo encounter might be just the reality check he needs, courtesy of the land that turns hunting into a wacky cartoon spectacle. So here we are, amidst the kangaroo catastrophe, where Australia's solution takes us straight into the world of Looney Tunes. It's a topsy-turvy adventure featuring Elmer Fudd, a shooting spree, and a cautionary tale for Ja Morant. Welcome to the Loud Down Under, where even wildlife problems come with a touch of animated madness. Space Jam 3, anyone? Story number 3, cockroach season. Who knew? Ah yes, it's that time of year again, isn't it? Cockroach season. That magical time when the air is thick with a sound of tiny scurrying feet and the pungent aroma of insecticide. Who needs spring or fall when you have this delightful time of year to look forward to? I mean, seriously, who came up with the term cockroach season anyway? It sounds like something out of a horror movie. Oh wait, it is. Because there's nothing scarier than the thought of these little buggers invading your home and setting up shop in your kitchen. But fear not, my friend. Just remember, when you see those beady little eyes peering up at you from under the fridge, it's not just a cockroach. It's a tiny, six-legged landlord here to collect the rent on their new apartment, aka your kitchen. And let's be real, cockroaches are basically the ultimate survivors. They can survive anything: nuclear bombs, climate change, and even the occasional squish from a shoe. They're like the Keith Richards of the insect world. So embrace cockroach season, my friend. Embrace it like you would a weird distant relative at a family gathering. And if all else fails, just remember, there's always the flamethrower.
Wish to delete. Do you wish to delete?
Story number 4. WhatsApp gives power to rewrite our own story real time. Behold, for the heavens have opened up and granted us mere mortals the power to manipulate our sent messages on the WhatsApp platform. It's as if the stars themselves have aligned and gifted us with the power to turn back time and rewrite our messages as we see fit. Like a mighty pen that can erase and rewrite history, the new feature is here to rescue us from our messaging blunders. No more shall we suffer the indignity of sending messages with embarrassing typos or cringeworthy autocorrects. We now possess the ability to craft our messages with the precision of a surgeon and the creativity of a master painter. As if wielding the power of a genie, we can now alter our messages in ways that defy imagination. We can transform messages from mundane to magical, from dull to delightful, and from confusing to crystal clear. It's as if we possess the ability to turn a stone into a shining diamond or a caterpillar into a glorious butterfly. With this new feature, we have transcended the boundaries of messaging and entered the realm of unlimited potential. We can take a message that says, "I'm stuck in traffic," and turn it into, "I'm soaring through the clouds on a magic carpet ride." We can take a message that says, "I'm tired," and turn it into, "I'm a mighty warrior who has just vanquished a dragon." The possibilities are endless, my friends, for we now possess the power to rewrite our messages with the force of 1,000 suns. So let us embrace this newfound power and create a world of messaging that is filled with wonder and amazement. Let us rejoice, for the age of messaging has been forever changed. Story number 5. Scammers actually scam. And a million other things we already knew. Well, folks, it looks like we've got another breaking news item about scammers impersonating celebrities to steal your hard-earned cash. And by breaking news, I mean this has been going on for years, and it's about time someone actually decided to start warning people about it. But hey, better late than never, right? So, let me get this straight. Scammers are pretending to be famous people and convincing people to invest in cryptocurrency, promising them insane returns at zero risk. And how do they do this, you ask? By hiding behind a fake celebrity profile, of course, because nothing screams legit investment opportunity like a profile picture of Justin Bieber with the username JBeebs for life. And it's not just social media where these scams are popping up. Oh no, they're also infiltrating our precious dating apps because apparently finding true love isn't hard enough without having to worry about whether your match is actually a con artist pretending to be Jennifer Aniston. But don't worry, folks. The Federal Trade Commission has got your backs. They're warning us that if a celebrity contacts us through social media and promises to double our money, it's not actually them. Shocking, I know. And if we're not careful, we could end up sending our cryptocurrency to a QR code linked to a scammer instead of the real deal. Now, call me crazy, but I feel like this is the kind of thing that should have been addressed a long time ago. I mean, how many people have fallen for this kind of scam over the years, and yet here we are in 2023 finally getting a warning from the FTC about it. It's almost like they're saying, sorry we took so long to tell you, but we just assumed everyone was smart enough to know that Tom Cruise isn't going to make you a millionaire overnight. But, hey, let's not be too hard on the FTC. At least they're finally getting around to warning us about this kind of thing. So if you come across a celebrity profile promising you insane returns on your cryptocurrency investment, just remember, it's probably a scam. And if you do end up losing all your money to a fake celebrity, just think of it as a lesson learned. After all, what's a few $1,000s when you can say you almost invested with Ryan Reynolds? And that's a wrap, my fellow internet explorers. We've just emerged from the twisted tunnels of This Week Down the Rabbit Hole, where Trader U handed out life-changing habits as obvious as a neon sign saying, "Eat veggies, not bricks." Kangaroos overpopulated Australia, leaving us pondering the absurdity of using marsupials for door-to-door salesmen, and a scientist who offered solutions the NRA would be proud of. The delightful news of cockroach season upon us, driving us to even more extreme ways of avoiding our homes becoming roach amusement parks, and for the FTC to finally warn us of celebrity impersonators, offering a warning a decade too late, like sending a distress signal out in a bottle after the shipwreck. As the curtain falls on this wild journey, your fearless guide, DT Critic, must bid you farewell. But fear not, for our next adventure lies just around the digital corner. So keep exploring, keep laughing, and keep embracing the hilariously bizarre world we call the internet. This is DT Critic signing off saying, may your days be as wild as kangaroos partying in a roach-infested bounce house, and may the fake celebrities scatter like cockroaches in the light.